Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field. Kind of a wacky time for me. This is the Northeastern Conference against the Greater Boston League. And the Greater Boston League is Lynn Classical, and the Northeastern Conference is Masconomet. Masconomet jumped over to the Northeastern Conference, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. Classical left the Northeastern Conference to go to the Greater Boston League. So it's kind of strange for you to say Masco from the Northeastern Conference. It's starting late because the first game didn't get going because we had bus problems. And this game had bus problems. This is Thursday night. This game was supposed to be played Tuesday night. Masco couldn't get here because they didn't have a bus or a driver. So they had to postpone the game. Yeah, they just moved it to tonight. So buses have been problems all year in all the sports. It's caused games to be very late, especially like over at Manning with soccer and football and lacrosse. And of course baseball as well, and softball. Kevin Whalen is on the mound for the Classical Rams. They're 15-1. They've won 14 in a row. Both these teams are in the state tournament. Masco is 11-5. And I only have last names for Masco, so we'll go with that. Cochran, the left fielder, will lead it off against Kevin Whalen. Whalen's first pitch hit in the air to center field. Long run to right center field. Tracking it down is Yonil Cabral. Had a long run over to right over near the scoreboard. First out was a long fly ball, one pitch to center field. The right fielder Felberg will be the hitter. Takes it for a strike. Popped up, long run. Not going to get there. It just hits the base of the stands, just past the Masco dugout. Quickly, 2 strikes. Classical trying to make it a sweep here at Fraser tonight. St. Mary's got their 10th win qualifying for the state tournament, knocking off Arlington Catholic. Classical will try to make it 2-0 for Lynn teams here. Up and in for a ball. That one goes over everything to the backstop. The count evens at 2. Classical had their senior night the other night, and they're loaded with seniors. They only have 6 players that are not seniors. Hit to short. Nice job, Brady Warren. Two up, 2 down. Kuhn, the center fielder, is the hitter. Hit in the air. Center fielder Grant Cabral moving over the left center field makes the one-handed catch. He's got 2 putouts in the inning. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Whalen and the Rams. And then Classical will have the opportunity to get on the board first. The DH, Donnell Leon hitting for the catcher. John DeSea leads off. Batting second and playing second, Almani Gerardo. The shortstop, Brady Warman, will hit number 3. In the cleanup spot is the first baseman, Christian Spates. Playing third and batting fifth, Christian Figueroa. The center fielder who made those 2 plays here in the top of the inning, Yaniel Cabral, will hit number 6. Pitching and batting seventh, Kevin Whalen. The right fielder, Ethan Chevalier, will hit number 8. And batting in the number 9 spot, playing left field, is Sam Owenesian. Is Kelly on the mound for Masco. As the lights have been on here for a while, it refurbished and re-renovated. Brand new Frazier Field with all turf. They still got some work to do. They're going to work on the lights, the dugouts, other stuff, but the main ingredient, the field, they did a tremendous job. With this in Manning Field, a lot of colleges would like to have this place. Masconomet brought some fans, usually sit right behind the dugout, but the bulk of their fans are sitting down behind first base. Although they just had a bunch come in and they're going to sit behind the dugout, so they brought a few fans. Classical brought a few as well. Most of them sitting right behind the Classical dugout. So this game got pushed back almost a half an hour. Arlington Catholic had trouble getting to the park in the first game. Mike Shukowski along with Ricky Mayette, family members. They've been together for a while. Jay Regato and Patrick Whalen also coaches. So Donnell Leon will lead it off. Chop to first base. 1 pitch, 1 out. So both teams hit the first pitch and make an out. Almani Gerardo, the second baseman, will be the hitter. Curveball drops in for a strike. Nice pitch. Lines it foul down the first base side. Down in that bullpen area. Check swing. They were ducking in the dugout. Hit the fence that protects the Masco dugout, but they flinched a little bit because it came right at the players leaning up in the dugout. Count stays 0-2. Ducks under that pitch, it was way inside. Swing and a miss. Two away. Brady Warren, the shortstop. I always mention a family. His sister was an outstanding pitcher in softball. Father, the vice principal, outstanding coach when they were in the Northeastern Conference and winning championships. And he also helped Lynn English to a Super Bowl when he was a quarterback at Lynn English. And Mother Brady is a very good swimmer, now in the Hall of Fame at Lynn English. Curveball drops in. Didn't miss by much. Swing and a miss. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first inning. High and deep to left field. Pushing the left fielder back, circling. Can't make the play. It hit right on the warning track. Brady Warren slides into third with a triple. Came close to hitting that out of the park. He hit that a long way. Left fielder circling, trying to make the play. It bounced right on the warning track. Coaches out, I think they're appealing that they thought Brady Warren missed second base. So a 2-out triple. First base runner, first hit for either team. Christian Spates, the first baseman. Looking to come up with a big 2-out lightning for Glasgow. High for a ball. Brady Warren hit that a long way. Brady, 3-sport athlete. Basketball, baseball, and golf. And he's the only one I know. The Emmerich brothers were at parochial school at St. Mary's getting scholarships for golf to college. Brady Warren is the only player, the only golfer I know in the city of Lynn at the Lynn schools that's getting a scholarship to college for golf. He's a terrific young man. Nice stop by the catcher, Saboni. Nice stop again. Keeps the runner at third base. Line to center field, but right at the center field. It took a couple of steps to his left. Spates hit it well. So the 2-out triple goes by the boards. At the end of one, we're right back where we started, dead even. Glasgow nothing, Masco nothing. 4, 5, and 6 for Masco as we start the second inning. O'Connell, the first baseman, will be the hitter. Kevin Whaler will start his second inning. Hit in the air. Kevin Whalen. It's going to drop for a base hit. It's going to be a double. He just kept running. There was no recovering third. They tag him out at second base. He got off the base like he was going to try and go to third, and they tagged him out. A wacky play. Kevin Whalen was chasing that pop-up. He just overran it. It dropped between him and the first baseman and the third baseman. Great hustle by O'Connor. He went all the way to second base, realized there was nobody at third. He took a step like he was going to go to third. And the shortstop, Warren, had the ball and put the tag on him. So he gets a double, but he's out at second base. Fiali's the shortstop, is the hitter. Foul tip held on to by DeSea. We've had some wacky happenings. We had Lynn Tech with second and third, nobody out, hit into a double play. We had one of the visiting teams, runner at third, the batter drew ball 4, the runner from third came home. The bases weren't loaded. He got caught between third and home and got tagged out. And here we got another wacky hit in the air, long run. Dropped by the right fielder. And they throw the runner out in second. Do you believe it? Porfido gets a base hit. Masco gets a double and a single in 3 hitters, and Kevin Whalen has a 1-2-3 inning. Talk about being wacko. That's one of the reasons why a long time ago, I've been doing this for a very long time, I stopped saying I've seen it all. Because every time I said that, something happened, like what just happened now. A double, tagged out at second when he took a step towards third. A base hit to right field, off the right fielder's glove. After a great run by Chevalier to try and make the catch. And then he throws it to second base. Brady Warren makes his second tag. And they get out of the inning. So Whalen gives up a double and a single and faces only 3 hitters. If you tell somebody like that, they're going to say, how could that possibly happen? Especially if one of the hits is a double. Christian Figueroa, the third baseman, will lead it off for Classical in the second inning. So it's strange. Kevin Whalen's faced only 6 hitters in 2 innings, and he's given up 2 hits. That was great hustle by Chevalier in right field. He went a long way to try and make the catch. Looked like he made a great catch. And it popped out of his glove. But he stayed with it, made the good, strong throw. Figueroa hits it well, hits it right to the left fielder. 1 up, 1 down for Yaniel Cabral, the center fielder. Bunch of Masco fans here. Bunch of Classical fans here. Good, it's good to see. First and second pitch both miss. 2-0. We had a lacrosse game earlier. I think we got a lacrosse practice over there now at Manning. Down and away for ball 3. So he'll take a long look at this pitch. In for a strike. Tipped it into the catcher's glove. Kelly comes back and gets the count 3-2. Way up and in. So Classical gets their second base runner. This is a one-out walk. Kevin Whalen, the pitcher, will be the hitter. Gets even stranger when you think that the double by O'Connell was a pop-up between the mound and first base. Third baseman Profito flying in from third as Whalen squared. He gets the bunt down. Catcher overran it. He still throws him out. Catcher slid and went right by the ball. He had to go back and get the ball, but he makes the play. He overran it, slid. Now they're coming out looking for interference. I didn't see any interference. The catcher went out, looked like he had it, overran it, slid, almost fell down, but got up and got the ball and made the play. So there's 2 outs with a runner at second for Ethan Chevalier, the right fielder. Up and away for a ball. Sam Owenesian on deck, hoping he gets a shot. Down and away for a ball, 2-0. In for a strike. Waved at that pitch. It was outside. And we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Inning number 2, we got deuces all over the place. Classical has a runner at second base. Second strikeout for Kelly. Classical leaves another base runner in scoring position. We played 2 full, still nothing to choose. 0-0, Classical and Masco. 7, 8, and 9 for Masco as we start the 3rd inning. Cerboni, the catcher, is the hitter. In for a strike. Still shaking my head at the top of that 2nd inning. A double, a single, and only 3 hitters. Hit foul to the screen. Quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. First strikeout for Kevin Whalen. Karen, the designated hitter. He's hitting for the second baseman. Geoman. Foul tip. 1 ball, 1 strike. Up and away for a ball. High for a ball. The 3-1 pitch up and coming. Waves at that pitch. Count goes full. So I don't know if that's a practice over at Manning or a lacrosse game. Misses for ball 4. So Masco has a base runner with 1 out. Nelson will be the pitch runner. Kelly, the pitcher, will be the hitter. Hit right by the shortstop in the left field for a base hit. Just, it ate Brady up. It was right at his ankles. It's either you get it or you don't. Skipped right by him. Kelly's got a base hit. Masco has 2 on with 1 out. Cochran, the top of the order, flied out to center field, leading off the ball game. Hit a long way to right center field. Cabral chased it down. So walk and a single to put 2 on. Wide for a ball. Off the third baseman's glove, the error is going to load the bases. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. Felberg grounded a short his 1 trip. On the corner for a strike. Glasgow is shortened up a little bit in the infield at first and third. Way up and in. Had to duck away from that one. So after an out, a walk, a hit, and an error. Hit in the air. Long run for Chevalier. Along the line, gets it. The runner tags and scores. And now they throw it away, and the second run will score. They opted to throw it to second base. So the error scores the second run. Two errors in the inning have hurt the Rams. High for a ball. Kuhn flied to center field back in the first inning. Down and in for a ball. So now I'm guessing it's a practice over there because everybody at the lacrosse players is just milling around. Way up and in. Count goes 3-0. In for a strike. Hume taking all the way. Count goes 3-1. And that's ball 4. Second walk in the inning. The first walk scored the first run. O'Connell got that infield double, the pop-up between the pitcher and first that nobody touched. They overran it, it bounced. He ran quickly, got to second base. And then seeing nobody at third, he took a step like he was going to try and go to third, and Brady Warren had the ball and tagged him out. In that bizarre second inning that Masco had. Diving back at second is Cochran, but there was nobody to be there to make a play. Hit foul past third base. Hit in the air. Long run for the left fielder. It's in for a base hit. They're sending everybody. 2 runs are going to score. O'Connell's got another double. Hustling into second. 2 RBI. Scoring from first is Kuhn with 2 outs running on the play. High fly behind shortstop. Left fielder had a long run. The center fielder as well. It bounced and bounced away. 2-run score. Fiali's hit it in the nose and lined it right to the left fielder. He's the 8th hitter in the inning. Masco has put 4 on the board. Hit foul, it's going to go out of play. Figueroa, a long run over as far as he could, ran out of real estate. Almost hit him. So O'Connor's been running the bases. He hustled a double on that pop that was in the infield. Now he hustles the ball out in left center field. Gets 2 bases. Line shot, foul. Got all of that one. He drilled it, but got way out in front and pulled it well foul. So deuces wild again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner at base number 2. The runner takes off, and he steals third base. And the count goes 3-2. Reaches for that and taps it in the center field. That looked like ball 4. He just reached, stuck the bat out, and just tapped it in the center field for a base hit. So it pays off with that stolen base. They get another run. It's now 5-0. Porfides dumped it in the right field. A great try by Chevalier, almost made the catch. And then Chevalier quickly recovered and threw the runner out trying to go to second base. And he gets hit. And the inning gets extended. And it's going to bring Ricky Mayette out of the dugout to talk to the pitcher. Sorboni, the catcher, led off this inning, striking out. He's up again. And we're going to get warm-up action for Classical. I think it's TJ Walsh going to go warm up. So a conference on the mound defensively, conference down the first base line offensively, and the Classical outfielders getting a chance to converse. Meetings everywhere. Umpire's going to go out, break the conference up on the mound. So 2 on, 2 out, a big inning for Masco. Popped up, easy play, Brady makes the play. So they send 10 hitters to the plate, 5 of them score. They only got 3 base hits. A hit batsman, a couple of walks, both walks scored. And Kelly on the mound now has 5 runs to work with. We'll move into the bottom half of the third and how quickly things change. Kevin Whalen faced only 6 in 2 innings, even though he gave up a double and a single. But then the wheel came off the wagon in the third inning. 2 walks and a hit batsman. Both walks score. An infield error. 2 errors, a throwing error. After a run scored, they tried to throw the runner out at second. He threw it in the center field. Another run scored. So for the first time in a long time, Classical has to play catch-up. Sam Owenesian, followed by the top of the order. Donnell Leon, Almani Gerardo. Gets the bunt down. They better hurry. Right. Safe. Kelly gets to a quick, strong throw. Owenesian beats it for a base hit. Donnell Leon got thrown out by the pitcher, leading off the bottom of the first inning. Third baseman squeezing in, thinking he might bunt too. Pops it the other way. If it's fair, it's going to be trouble. It's in for a base hit. just inside the left field line. Leon goes the other way. And Kloskal has 2 on with nobody out for Almani Gerardo. Struck out swinging back in the first inning. Kloskal doesn't have to get them all back now. They like to get 1 or 2, creep back in. It's only the 3rd inning. They ran a play trying to pick the runner off at second base. Third baseman charged. Shortstop went running over to third, hoping the runner would get off the bag. The second baseman snuck in, tried to sneak in behind Owenesian. Didn't work. Now they do it again. Down and away for a ball. They're leaving a lot of room for Gerardo to hit the ball into the outfield on the ground. They're leaving shortstop wide open and leaving the right side wide open. Now everybody stays back. Curveball drops in for a strike, just off speed, dropped it in. Hits it the other way. That's going to go down in that grassy knoll behind first base. Kelly stepped off. Gerardo stepped out. Now we get back to baseball. Hit to short. They get the runner at third. They get the lead runner. So it's still first and second now with 1 out. Brady Warren hit a rocket over the left fielder's head, almost hit it out of the park. A 2-out triple. He gets stranded at third base. High for a ball. Off-speed curveball just drops in. What a nice pitch by Kelly. Leon bouncing around at second base. Pop foul back. Out of play. One, two, the count to the Rams shortstop, Brady Warren. Looked like he got something in his eye. Trying to clear his eye, it looks like. Now he says he's okay. The catcher Shaboni took a trip out to talk to Kelly. So we're back, 1-2 the count. Chop to third. Fair ball. Donnell Leon gets there before they make the touch of third base. Warren gets an infield hit. Classical has the bases loaded with one out for Christian Spates, who hit a shot, but hit it right at the center fielder. Third baseman trying to make a play, field it and stretch almost like a first baseman and reach back and touch the bag. But Donnell Leo was bouncing all over second base. He got out quickly and was able to get there before they tagged the bag. Down and away for a ball. In for a strike. In case you hear a big noise overhead, we have planes coming in all the time. There's a plane flying right over the right field fence, coming right over the stands on its way to Revere. That's the noise you hear right now. On the corner for a strike, 1-2. This is a busy place for players. They fly over this field all the time. Wide for a ball. Evens the count at 2. Way up. And the count goes full. Remember, last year we had an array. We had like 4 or 5 planes right in a row flying down from right field down the first baseline, coming over the stands. The payoff pitch up and coming. Hit to left center field. That's going to be by everybody. All the way back to the fence. 3 runs are going to score. Around second. Second triple of the game for Classical. Spates comes up with a huge hit. He hit that a ton. The last time he lined it to the center fielder. This time he hit it by the center fielder. Went all the way to the warning track, to the fence. And just like that, Classical get on the board. They trail 5-3, and they have a runner at third. Christian Figueroa flies to left. He'd like to at least do that now and get this run home. Get Classical right back in the game. In for a strike. Figueroa is the third baseman. Hit to the right side. Out at the plate. They sent Spates. Nice play by the first baseman. O'Connell to the catcher, Shaboni. That's a huge out. Nice play by the first baseman. Nice tag by the catcher. 2 outs with a runner at first. Yanil Cabral threw a walk. In for a strike. So Classical got themselves back in it. They shut the lights off at Manning Field with the lacrosse team out on the field. And I guess they're putting them back on now. Way up. They bounced it to second base, but the shortstop, Fiali's made the nice tag. So Classical had a chance to get a little closer. They had 3 and a runner at third with 1 out. But they get a runner thrown at the plate. They got a runner thrown out at second. But their back innings, they put 3 on the board. So we finished 3 in this interleague battle. Masco 5, Classical 3. 8, 9, and 1. Karen, the DH, hitting for the second baseman, Giamon, drew a walk, and it started the 5-run inning. He scored the first of 5 runs in the inning. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, 3 pitches. We mentioned sometimes there are more than one plane coming in as the balls hit the center field. One just flew in and one way out in right field. So 2 in a row coming in. And I think there's another one out there behind that one as we show you the planes flying. And we told you at one point that they had made a line coming in, and they're doing it now. One just flew over. One's coming in. And right behind that one coming in is another one right behind it. So we're right in line. So a big night tonight for planes landing at Revere coming in over here. Busy thoroughfare right here with the planes flying in. 4 of them just are coming in. 2 are gone. One's just coming over the park now. And another one coming in. Swing and a miss. One, 2 the count. Wide for a ball. It's funny how I just get through mentioning how every once in a while we have 4 or 5 planes in a row coming over, and here we come, 4 in a row. Coming in over the right field fence. Hit in the air. Spates in foul territory. Makes the play. So a 1-2-3 inning for Whalen and the Rams. Second strikeout in the inning by Whalen. Halfway through the ball game, as we move into the bottom of the 4th, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 for Classical. They had that 3-run inning to creep back in the game, so that's the 1 inning. Masco got 5 in the top of the 3rd. Classical comes back and gets 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. And the plays just keep coming in. The one coming over the park now, and there's another one coming over the fence. So that's 5 in a row in the space of a couple of minutes coming in right over the right field fence. Yaniel Cabral was at bat when Figueroa got thrown out trying to steal second base. So here we go in the bottom of the 4th. Masco looking for win number 12. Glasgow looking for win number 16. They're 15-1, and they're ranked 42nd. Used to be the record was the only thing that counted. Now it's number 3. Slap to second base. And they got to explain to Cabral that you lose a step and a half sliding to first base. He was out anyway. 4-3. Hate to sound like a broken record, but there's another plane coming in over the right field fence, so that's 6 in a row. What a night for the planes coming in. Airlines are doing well, I guess. Kevin Whaley got credit for a sacrifice. He bunted the runner to the second. High and tight for a ball. On the corner for a strike. Waves at that pitch down the dirt. They'll have to throw him out. Third strikeout for Kelly. Ethan Chevalier, the right fielder, struck out swinging his one trip. Slices it foul. That one went out of the park. I think it went over the wall. Down in right field. Hit the shot. Good strong throw by the shortstop, Fialis. So 1-2-3 inning for Kelly. Glasgow's down in the fourth. We finished 4, and the only scoring was in the third period. In the third inning, excuse me. Masco getting 5, Glasgow getting 3, and that's where we are. Masco 5, Glasgow 3, going into the top of the fifth. Felberg, the right fielder, will lead it off. He grounded out. Shot to first. He hit a sacrifice fly that brought a run home. In for a strike. Just missed. Both teams have 5 hits, but Glasgow made a couple of errors. They've also walked 2, and both the walks scored. They hit a batter, but the hit batsman didn't really do any damage. But the 2 walks did. Both walks scored. Kelly has walked 1, but didn't do him any damage. That one breaks down and away. Felberg almost reached for that one. So he was ahead of him. Now he's going to come in with a pitch or put him on. Strike 3 called in the corner. He took a couple of steps, And the umpire said, come on back, that's strike 3. Third strikeout for Whalen. Starts the 5th inning. Kuhn flied to center field, drew one of those walks in the 3rd inning and came around to score a run. Curveball drops low for a ball. So he put the lights back on so he could practice over there, the lacrosse team. Solid shot into right center field. Making a turn, looking for 2. He's in with a double. Third extra base hit for Masco. Just hit a solid shot into right center field. And he flew into second base easily. O'Connell has doubled twice. The first one was a pop-up between the mound and first that nobody caught. Second was a shot that knocked in 2. He knocked in 2 and scored a run in that 5-run 3rd inning. And he hits a shot to right field, backing up, making the catch. The runner will tag. Chevalier was playing deep, made the play for the second out. So they get O'Connell for the first time. Fiali's the shortstop, line to left field, singled in a run. He's up with a runner at third base and 2 outs. This is a big run at third for both teams. High for a ball. Hit foul. That looked like it got the umpire in the mask. One. He's okay, thank God. He got beat up back there, the umpire and the catcher. 1-1 the count. And he hits him right in the middle of the back. Second hit batsman by Whalen. Porfido has singled and was thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. Last time up, he was the first guy hit by a pitch. So first and third. You would think Porfido would be running. He does. They threw it to third. That was awful close at third base. So second and third now. This is an even bigger hitter with 2-1 in scoring position. Two and 0 the count to the Masco third baseman. Hit foul. Patrick Whalen in a challenge by Saboni, the catcher, to get the foul ball behind home plate. Saboni won it. Whalen slid, couldn't come up with it. Missing inside. Three 3-1 the count. That's ball 4. So after the second out, a hit batsman, a walk, have loaded the bases for Saboni, the catcher. He has struck out swinging, popped to the shortstop, And that was all in the third inning. He batted twice in the third inning. So the walk doesn't really hurt. It could help Glasgow because now ground ball they got forced at any base, including home plate. High for a ball. And they call a balk. The runner broke for the plate and a balk. He broke off like he was going to try and steal home. And they call a balk. In for a strike. That's a big run. Pushes it back to a 3-run cushion. The runner at second was way off the bag. Whalen turned like he was going to throw to second and then looked to third, just stepped off. Popped up. DeShea behind home plate. Made the catch. Caught it right in the webbing, but he made the play. So the balk hurts. A hit batsman and a walk. Low to the bases, and the balk brings the run in. So they get the run with one hit. So it's a 3-run cushion for Masco as we move into the bottom of the fifth. It will be 9, 1 and 2. And this is what got them started. They scored 3 runs in the third inning with this tandem coming up, 9, 1 and 2. Sam Owenesian bunted for a hit. So Kelly has another run to work with. As I mentioned, Owenesian bunted for a hit. Porfido, the third baseman, remember he did because he's in about softball distance. He gets the bunt down, he pushed it too far. Kelly will make the play. He got it down, but pushed it right to the mound for the easy play. 1 up, 1 down. Donnell Leon bounced out to the pitcher. And he popped one right over the third baseman's head, out into left field, going the other way. Just got it inside the left field line. Might have hit the foul line. On the inside corner for a strike with that off-speed curveball. And he hits it right back to the mound. 2 plays by the pitcher. to start the 5th inning. Manny Gerardo struck out, bounced into a fielder's choice. He hit it to the shortstop, and they forced the runner at third. He reached and he came around to score one of the 3 they got. On the corner for a strike, 0-2. Down and away for a ball. Way up and in. Yeah, we got deuce as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hit to the mound. Kelly will make the play unassisted. 3 plays by Kelly on hits back to the mound, 2 assists and a putout. Easy inning for Kelly. Classical's down in the 5th. And at the end of 5, 6-3, Masco over Classical. Shirley will be the pinch hitter. He's hitting for the DH, Karen. Wide for a ball. In for a strike. Whalen's only given up 6 hits, but he's walked 2, walked 3. 2 of them have scored. He hit 2. The third walk, and the hit batsman, the second one, extended that 5th inning and led to the balk with the bases loaded. He had 2 outs. They hit a batter, walked a batter after a hit, and then came the balk. Count goes 3-2. Swing and a miss. Comes back and gets him. 4 strikeouts. Last 3 innings, Whalen has started the inning with a strikeout. Even the inning when they got 5 runs, he struck out the first batter. On the corner for a strike. Hit here, Chevalier, the right fielder. Few steps to his right. Kelly, the pitcher, is down for the second out. Corcoran, the left fielder, is flied to left, reached on an error and scored in that 5-run inning. Popped to the first baseman. Wide for a ball. Corcoran is the top of the order here in the top of the 6th. Missing wide for a ball. Line to the right field for a base hit. Felberg, the right fielder, grounded a short, hit a sacrifice fly for an RBI, was called out on strikes. The runner takes off, the throw down, nowhere near in time. So the 2-out single and a stolen base gets Masco a runner in scoring position. Hit foul past third base. The 1-1 pitch. That's going to make it up in the seats or in that grassy knoll. Spates runs on the real estate down that grassy knoll. Line to right field. Base hit. That stolen base is going to give Masco another run. 2-out Lightning. And the lead climbs to 7-3. Spates thought he had an out at first base. Back-to-back hits with 2 outs. Down and away for a ball. Q in the center field, a fly to center field, walked and scored, doubled and scored. He scored from third on the balk. The runner takes off. Out at second base. Nice throw by DeSea. Nice tag by Gerardo. But the damage is done. With 2 outs, the 2 big hits, the stolen base put the runner in scoring position. Felberg gets the big 2-out hit. So Kelly has another run to work with. They don't quite get their 5-run cushion that they had after the top of the third. They've got a 4-run cushion. Masco's now got 8 hits to Classical's 5. Classical got 4 of those in the third inning when they scored their 3 runs. Looked like they may be coming back, cutting it 5-3 after same inning that Masco grabbed the 5-0 lead. But Masco shut them down. 6 in a row retired by Kelly. Seven if you count the throw out at 8 if you count the runner out at the plate and the runner thrown out trying to steal. Brady Warren tripled with 2 outs and gets stuck at third. He hit a little ground ball to third base with runners at first and second, and Daniel Leon just beat the third baseman to the bag when he tried to get the ball and tag it. So he's 2 for 2, and he scored a run. He got one of the 3 coming around on Christian Spate's 3-run triple. Drops on the inside corner for a strike. So lacrosse is over at Manning Field. Another off-speed pitch, stays high. Classical would like to get 1 or 2 here to make it interesting in the bottom of the 7th. Down and in for a ball. Brady's got to be fussy. They need base runners. Hits it high and deep to right field. Long run for the right fielder. It's over the fence for a home run. He goes the other way. He almost hit it out. His triple almost went out. Now he hits it out. This is a young man who's going to college on a golf scholarship. So if he could get up one more time and get a double, he'd hit for the cycle. He's got a single, a triple, and a home run. Up and in for a ball. Spates hit it well, but lined out to the center fielder. Last time up, he ripped it over the center fielder's head to the fence for a 3-run triple. In for a strike. High for a ball. Up and away for a ball. Double barrel action down in the Masco bullpen. The 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. Second walk given up by Kelly. Christian Figueroa fly to left. Bounced to first and he threw the runner out trying to score. And we got a trip coming up to the mound. So Brady Warren bring the Classical fans to their feet, especially the Warren family. Hit it high and deep over the fence in right field. I think that's the first violin player this year here at renovated Frazier Field. Hit foul out of play. Mike Zukowski, coach at third, flashing signs. Way up and in. Way up and in again. 2-1 the count. Way up and away. 3-1. I'm going to guess that if he walks this banner, this could be his last hitter. Hit on the ground to third. They throw it away. They threw it in the right field. So all of a sudden, Classical has a tying run at home plate with nobody out. And that brings the trip out to the mound. And I think that's going to be it for Kelly. I don't know why. That wasn't his fault. So Kelly goes 4 innings because there's nobody out here in the 5th. Gives up 6 hits, walked 2, struck out 3. And we'll get a new pitcher for Masco. Donnelly will be the new pitcher for Masco. So it'll be a little different look for Classical. Now Donnelly is a southpaw. Yaniel Cabral, the center fielder, has walked and grounded to second. So a long home run over the right field fence by Brady Warren, followed by a walk and an error, allows Classical to bring the tying run to home plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Way wide. Nice job by Shaboni, the catcher, to go out and get that one. Keeps the runners at first and second. On the corner for a strike. 1-1 the count. Hit the shot. They get 1, they don't get 2. They get them in the middle. First and third with 1 out. TJ Walsh is hitting for Kevin Whalen. So 1 out with first and third. They'd like to get this run home from third, make it Of course, I'd like to get a runner at first also, but in for a strike. But if they get a runner in from third, it'd make it a little easier task in the bottom of the seventh. Diving back to first is Cabral, but he got back easily. The throw was nowhere near it in time to get him. Swing and a miss. Solid shot to right field, backing up the right field that makes the play. Walsh hit it a ton. Makes it 7-5. So the balk in the fifth inning and the single, stolen base single with 2 outs in the sixth is now the difference in the game for Masco. Cabral got back again. The fans, Masco fans, are standing up. They're behind first base. They thought, they're screaming, thinking he was out. Way wide for a ball. Ethan Chevalier struck out and grounded a short. He gets by the catcher. Pitch in the turf, skip by. Haskell has a runner in score. They'd love to get this run home. Masco trying to keep it a 2-run game going into the seventh. In for a strike. Nice stop by the catcher. Sorboni on a pitch down and away. Big 3-1 pitch coming up. And we got timeout. Chevalier asked for it and got it. In for a strike and the count goes full. So a big pitch coming up for both teams. Hit out in front. And the pitcher throws him out. So Glasgow will have to look to do it, get Masco out and try to do it in the seventh They get one on the board on the big home run by Brady. They leave a runner in scoring position. They get two on the. They get the second one on the sacrifice fly by T.J. Walsh, and Masco is leading 7-5 going into the seventh. Middle of the order for Masco, 3, 4, and 5. Q in the center fielders, fly to center, walked and scored, doubled and scored. He's got one of the two. They got one in the fifth, one in the sixth, and that's the difference in a game with the score 7-5. His run scored on the balk. He scored on the balk. I believe it's T.J. Walsh, the new pitcher. Pitching inside again. So Whalen goes 6. Gives up 8 hits, 7 runs. They were earned. High in the air, deep to left field. Back almost to the warning track. Owenesian makes the play. He got that sky high. Looked like it was going to go foul, then it flipped back in. Kuhn hit that a ton. It was as high as it was deep. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 2 hit batsmen. Two of the walks scored. One of the walks and the hit batsman set up a run that scored on the balk with 2 outs. And now a hit batsman. 3rd hit batsman. But the hit batsman and the walk, after 2 outs, loaded the bases, and that enabled the balk to score the run from 3rd. Fiali's line to the left fielder. Singled in a run, got hit by a pitch. He got hit by the pitch after 2 outs, followed by the walk that allowed the balk to hit, allowing the balk to be committed. With the bases loaded. So a runner at first with 1 out. Low for a ball. Walsh came in and hit for Whalen, got a sacrifice fly for an RBI. Now he's trying to shut Masco out, give Classical a chance, trailing by 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Missing down and away. 3-0 the count. In for a strike. As expected, Fiali's taking all the way. The runner takes off. In for a strike. Easy stolen base for O'Connell. Count goes 3-2. That's ball 4. So 2 on with 1 out for Perfido, the 3rd baseman. He's hit for the trifecta. He singled, got hit by a pitch, and walked. He's been on 3 times, 3 different ways. facing TJ Walsh for the first time. Hits it foul. All stepped off to keep the runner at second close. Foul tip held on to by DeShea. 0-2 the count. Just broke late and stayed outside. Good try by Walsh. A spin, again trying to keep the runner close at second base. The runner takes off for third. That's a nice pick at third base by Figueroa on a throw in the turf. That was going into left field. So the double steal now moves the runners up. Classical has to bring the infield in. Swing and a miss. That's a big out. Two away. They can move back in the infield now. Saboni, the catcher, struck out, popped to the shortstop both times in the third inning when he batted 10 hitters. Last time up, he popped to the catcher. Over but low for a ball. Hit foul past third base. It's a 1-1 pitch. High for a ball. They were going to throw the ball at third base. They threw it off the helmet of the hitter. Can anything more bizarre happen in the baseball world here at high school baseball? He was going to throw the ball to third to try and pick the runner off. He hit the helmet of the hitter, and it popped straight up in the air out toward the mound. They were lucky that ball didn't go far enough away that the runner at third could score. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Masco leading by 2 here in the 7th inning. Big pitch coming up. They throw it to the backstop. He tried to take something off, and he just threw it right by the catcher. Again, you wonder why coaches get gray hair. They almost threw it away, hitting the helmet of the hitter. Now he just never let go of the ball. He tried to change up, and he just threw it a mile wide of DeShea. And Masconomet gets another charity run. And that's ball 4. So 2 walks and a hit batsman in this inning. They've got to run without a hit. Shirley went into pinch hit in the sixth, and he struck out swinging. Out at the plate. The runner went way off the base at first to draw the throw. Spades fired at home. Zasea made the tag. They get the out. But Masco puts a run on the board. They do it without a base hit. A hit batsman, a walk, a stolen base, and then that wild pitch that wasn't anywhere near home plate gives them the run. It's now 8-5. Classical needs an inning as we move into the bottom of the seventh, and it will be Sam Owenesian for the third time in the game leading off. For the third time in the game, it'll be 9-1-2 for the Rams. Donnelly will start his second inning, trying to hold on to the lead for the Kelly win. But Classical has been very gracious host, helping Masconomet to get 8 runs. Two walks and a hit batsman and a couple of errors in that 5-run inning. Both walks scored. One of the errors brought a run home. The run in the 5th came in on a balk. The run in the 7th inning came in on a wild pitch. Masco will take all of them. Owenesian bunted for a hit and then bunted and got thrown out by the pitcher. And that was Kelly, who was still in the game at the time. So he's facing Conley for the first time. Excuse me, Donnelly for the first time. Up and away for a ball. They need 2 base runners to bring a tying run to home plate. Up and away for a ball. 3-0. And he'll take a long look at this pitch. They need base runners. On 4 pitches, Owenesian draws a walk. He's on for the second time. Second walk given up by Donnelly. Donnell Leon bounced to the pitcher trying to bunt. Singled and scored and bounced to the pitcher. He went the other way to left field, thumping it inches inside the left field line. Wide for a ball. As the scoreboard goes out. Down and away for a ball. And scoreboard reappears. Hit the other way this time. Gets by the left fielder diving to try to make the catch. It falls in for a base hit. A double for Leon. Diving try by the left fielder Cochran. And Classical has the tying run at home plate. Almari Gerardo has struck out, reached to the fielder's choice and scored, bounced to the first baseman. So that's the second time Leon went the other way. It looked like the left fielder was in enough they could make the play, but it short hopped him and it went by him. So runners at second and third with nobody out. They stopped by the catcher Shaboni. So the fans aren't leaving. Classical has a pulse. It's faint, but they have a pulse. Hit in the air behind first base. Long run. Can't get there. Right fielder actually overran it, had a shot at it. Brady Warren on deck. Swing and a miss. Chased that pitch, it was up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, he gets him. First strikeout by Donnelly. They intentionally walk Brady Warren. I don't know why they would do that. He's a tie and run. Christian Spates, last time he got up with the bases loaded, he tripled and knocked in 3 runs. He's lined out, tripled, and walked. On the corner for a strike. That's tough walking Brady. I mean, even if he hit it out of the park again, it would only be a tie. Swing and a miss. One, two, the count. They got Brady picked off Warren. Everybody gets back, breathe a sigh of relief. They threw it over it, had Warren picked off, and again, just get the out. The run, even if the run from third scores, they still need a couple more. The big play was to get Brady out, but they let everybody get back. So it's been a wacky time, and they walked Brady Warren, and that's the tying run. That's very questionable. They try to pick a runner off for third. They hit the batter in the head on his helmet. Took a good look at that when it was up and away. The count evens at 2. So some strange baseball here in this game. Down and in, it goes 3-2. A huge pitch coming up. The payoff pitch up and coming. Wide for ball 4. He gets an RBI. The winning runners at first base, the tying runs are in scoring position. That's why I didn't understand walking Brady Warren. Christian Figueroa flied to left, bounced to the first baseman. They threw the runner out at the plate, and he reached on an error. Lined in the center field, right at the center fielder. They throw it away. Warren's going to go to third. So all of a sudden it's 8-7, the tying run at third base, the winning run at first base. We got conferences everywhere. On the mound defensively, Mike Sikowski talking to everybody. Yaniel Cabral, it's up to him. He's walked, grounded to second, bounced it with fielder's choice. 2 out, the tying run at third. 8-7. They look like they might have had the runner tag. He tagged late on. Figueroa hit right on the nose, but the center field is playing shallow when he was able to make the play. They threw it home, but the ball got away, allowed the run to score, allowed Warren to go to third. So first and third. Now, does he try to steal second base? And if he does, do you let him go? He's the winning run. In for a strike. Spates is the runner at first, representing the winning run. He dives back on the throw. They throw it over again. Just trying to make sure Spade stays close because he's the winning run. Tying run at third. Low for a ball. Cervoni wants to talk to his pitcher. Umpire is out there saying, let's get going. We just had a conference. Second inning, Glasgow has had an inning with the number 9 hitter leading off. They've done it 3 times. They got him out in the middle. Line to left field. Backing up and making the play going away from home plate. Cabral hit it on the nose. If that goes by, Glasgow wins the game. Felberg made a great catch going back over the shoulder. You can't hit any better than Cabral hit it. And Felberg took it away. So Masco will hang on and get the win 8-7 over Glasgow. Ends the Glasgow 14-game win streak. Glasgow will go to 15-2. Masco will go to 12-5. Masco got 5 runs. You look, Glasgow's going to be worried about this game forever. Masco got 5 runs in the 3rd inning. There were 2 errors, 2 walks that both scored. A hit batsman that extended the inning. They got 5 with only 3 base hits. They got another run in the 5th with 2 outs. A balk brought the run in. They got a run in the 6th after 2 outs. A hit, a stolen base, and a hit scored the run. And then they got the winning run, turned out to be the winning run, in the 7th inning without a base hit. A hit batsman, 2 stolen bases, and then the wild pitch that went to the backstop right off the pitcher's hand, and that gave them the 8th run, and that turned out to be the winning run. Glasgow got 3 in the 2nd inning, a big 3 RBI triple with the bases loaded by Spates. They got 2 more in the 6th, a home run over the right field fence by Brady Warren. There was then a walk, a hit, a fielder's choice, a sacrifice fly by T.J. Walsh. Got them 2. And then in the 7th, Hohenesian walked. Leon doubled, 2nd and 3rd. Leon scored on a line drive to center field by Figueroa after they walked Warren to load the bases. That was the 2nd run Leon scored. Hohenesian scored after they walked Warren, they walked Spates to force in a run. So they made it 8-7, but they couldn't get the final run home from 3rd base. But Glasgow Leon had a single and a double, scored twice. Gerardo reached center fielder's choice, scored a run. Brady Warren had a night and a half. He had a triple, a single, a walk, and he hit a home run over the right field fence. He scored 2 and knocked in 1. Christian Spates had 2 walks, a triple. He knocked in 4. Christian Figueroa had a sacrifice fly for an RBI. Cabral walked, reached center fielder's choice. T.J. Walsh hitting for Whalen had a sacrifice fly. Hohenesian was on twice, a hit and a walk, scored a run. But Glasgow just comes up empty. They gave away too many with walks and a couple of errors. And Masco took advantage, and they hang on for an 8-7 win over Glasgow here at Frazier Field. So again, Glasgow will go to 15-2. Their 14-game win streak goes by the boards. Masco will win it, and they'll win it 12-5. So it's the Northeastern Conference over the Greater Boston League. 8-7 in a barn burner here at Frazier Field. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.